Bay County, we have a problem that we could solve together. I need some help, and I need it desperately. If you're not fully aware of what's going on, let me give you some facts, and let's see if we can't put our head together. There are a lot of people out there that have tried to donate clothing. There have been 1 million volunteers come down, but not enough. I'm not trying to badmouth anybody. We're grateful for everyone who has showed up. But there's just so much and so many that need help, and so much that's going on. It's just a bit overwhelming. As an example, most of the churches have had every paid staffer going around the clock, every volunteer, and all they can do is give out food, water, diapers, hot meals, etc. And none of them really have time for clothes. People come to try to donate clothes. There's nowhere to put them. It's not like a store. You don't understand. There's no hangers. There's no racks. It's not broken down according to sex or age. So the people come to get it because they have no clothing. And they rummage through it and they make a giant mess and they find a few things, and it's just, it doesn't work out. The fact that there's no one there to organize it, be in charge of it, deal with it, has led many of the people who are already exhausted to just say, we don't have the manpower to do it. We don't have the space to do it. We don't want to do it. We can't do it. No one's blaming them. They've done so much. Thank you for all of the help, for those of you that have been out there standing and just handing out boxes of food and water. No one's criticizing you in the slightest. But I've talked to so many people that have lost everything, and they need clothes. And we carried half a box trailer out to the Springfield Community Church, and the lady came around the corner after seeing we'd unloaded half, and I thought she was going to have a coronary. We completely filled her space. She had nowhere else. And then to try to fix that problem, I said, hey, everybody go out and get it. And once again, no one was there. Giant mess. A lot of it disappeared. Most of it disappeared. But once again, it's turned into a situation where without a space, without people organizing it, without people dealing with it, it's not working. And that is not bringing solution to either the people that need the stuff desperately and will say it. You mean put a question on any of the 850 strong, panhandle strong, anything pages, and just ask. And they start asking out of the woodwork. You know, I'm getting bombarded with, hey, do you have clothes for a 5T? I don't know. I got clothes in boxes. For what I'm sitting on, some of my friends helped get a load that had gone to Dearborn Elementary, and another load had gone to Mowat. I don't remember the statistics on Mowat or on Dearpoint, but I know that their semi truck came from Indiana, and I think they had a couple more days to get rid of it. But Mowat, they only had 3 days, and then the gym had to be used for basketball practice. So we have a completely filled to the rim box trailer, and I've promised to go back and get a second one out. A boat manufacturer out of Georgia sent down a flatbed trailer, and I'm sitting on a ton of it to give away. I just don't know how to find a spot, organize it, figure out what's what, and give it away. I've got a guy who called me tonight and says he's got 100 people that are in tents around his house that are basically in their own yards that are tore up. They don't want to go anywhere. And when it rains, his family's letting all the kids come into his house, and they need clothes. So we're trying to figure out how to get, because I don't have x-ray vision, the boxes sorted to get the kids the clothes, because we don't want to just go to the side of the road and turn it into, the mess that they're talking about that's made at the church. So what do we need to do? We need to organize. So that's why I'm here. I'm asking for help. I'm short one box trailer, the load it, mow it. I really need two, not to keep, just to borrow. I'd love to have some people with trucks that could help pull those box trailers, hint, hint. But if we had all of the loads there and ready to go, there will be more pop up shortly thereafter, because that's just what I know about for right now. I had a guy who had said when I was at one of the churches that he spent 6 years dealing with the people over there in Katrina, and they just didn't want used clothes. And there was not a organization out there that had the time, effort, energy, money to set up something similar to the Salvation Army or Goodwill. Well, everybody hates Goodwill. No one wants to give something to have it be sold. They sent it down here to be given to people. And the Salvation Army is giving out 12,000 meals a day, 15,000 meals a day. Yeah, their hands are tied. No one's criticizing at all, period. I've seen them pull up and go, hot meals, and just hand them out like Halloween candy. Thank you very much. But how do we hand this stuff out? How do we get what is there to who is needed? Because here's what's about to happen that you don't understand. And I didn't understand until a lady hit me up. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to criticize this lady either. Maybe she's an awesome lady, got great intentions, gonna do wonderful things. I don't know. I just know what the end result is, and I'm sorry I can't really swallow it. Lady's named Betty. Nice lady. Met her, hugged her. She's a nice lady. She was responsible, no one can quite figure out how, but for 4 semi-trucks that showed up out there at the Kingdom Church that got leveled, except the food pantry, and the pastor, they call Big Holy, and his wife, super, super sweet lady. We were all standing around, and I told him what Betty had told me. Betty contacted me and said, nobody wants used clothes, and but I'm going to take them all. In fact, I'm ordering trucks, and I'm ordering Connex boxes, and I'm going to ship them all to Colombia and Venezuela. And I'm thinking, what? Because I started to say, I was at a church, and a guy who had spent 6 years at Katrina said that he had found that it was smarter and better to just get people to send money and hand out $20 gift certificates for Walmart or little gift cards. Really? What you gonna buy for your family with $20? For real? I mean, you got 5, 6 kids, 4 kids, 2 kids. What you gonna buy for $20? They're used clothes, but I've seen a lot of tags. There's some that's new, and they're a whole lot better than nothing. There's that old saying that goes, half of something's better than all of nothing. If you've seen some of the spots that I've seen, people have lost everything. My pastor was telling a story about a guy at the shelter who's holding a bag that's a little bitty, half a garbage bag, and he's talking about, this is it, this is all I own, this is everything that I have left. And you gotta wonder how many changes of clothes the guy's got. Now, this is an absolute cluster. I need volunteers. I need some kind of a computer nerd for starters to help with a database and a phone number, so that we could match up, all the people that are saying, I got a need for X, Y, Z, and then I need some volunteers to say, I will organize it, and here's what we've got, and, we go from there. And I have watched so many awesome people out in the Springfield area. These people impress me the most, and you know who they are? I don't either. You know why? Because they didn't have anything on their shirt. They didn't have anything on their car. They didn't want credit. They didn't care. They pull up and they say, what do you need? They pop open their trunk, dog food, gas for your generator. Here's a couple hot meals. What can I get you? Toilet paper here. Boom, 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 boom. They're just handing stuff out, and I'm just watching. And they slam the trunk, and they drive away. And you didn't even get their name. Just maybe God bless, or, we're praying for y'all, and boom, they're gone. Well, if you're still out there, if you're still sitting on just a hair of energy and a little bit of gas, you're who we're looking for too. Because if we can coordinate what we've got in a place to sort it out, there are people that are saying they will help. I have a laundry on the beach. It's stuffed. And honestly, for, a long time, I have been hoarding up blankets and coats that people would leave at the car washes, and I'd send them over there and wash them. And when my uncle was alive, he'd carry the stuff to the battered women's shelter. He's been gone for a couple of years, and I haven't known where the battered women's shelter was. So it's sitting there. I've got sheets, I've got towels from linen services. Well, I have a linen service, but from hotels that a little bit stain. Guess what? Normal people don't care. You're paying $200 a night for a hotel room. You might care. But these are clean sheets, clean towels. They've been washed. They're ready to go, and people can use them. They're good to go. They're ready. But how do we get them to people? I need somebody to organize it. I need a way to haul it. And if you really want to help, if you really want to volunteer, if you can get it to people, if you know who the needs are, please don't put a bunch of comments in the bottom, because I ain't going to read it. I don't have time. I'm running like a, chicken with its head cut off too. PM me. I'll give you my cell. Tell me what you can do, and let's get this party started and let's solve this problem. Because, a lot of good-hearted people sent what they had. I watched some lady talk about, after we tried to take a trailer over to the tent city, don't send any more. Just send your money. Some people don't have money. They gave what they had. So let's get it to where it was supposed to go, and let's get people what they need, and let's fix this. Let's just get her done. Thanks.